Hello, everybody. Today is a bit of a different type of video. Also, please ignore my head being red. I got sunburned when I went to a wrestling show on Saturday, and it has been not painful, but noticeable last 2 days. So please ignore that. But this video is gonna be different type of video. I've been going back and forth on doing this video for a while. Mainly because I know how the world is, judging wise, but I came to a conclusion that I don't care anymore. Um, Today I want to talk about what my life is like with agoraphobia. I got diagnosed with agoraphobia 2 or 3 years ago, I want to say, but it is a very new, still thing you're trying to deal with. Now, for those who don't know what agoraphobia is, I have the technical, abbreviated description of what it is via AI. Thanks, Google. Agoraphobia is an anxiety disorder characterized by an intense fear of situations where escape might be difficult or help unavailable, often lead to avoidance of public spaces, crowds, or being outside the home. Now, there's different stages of agoraphobia, obviously. There is stages where it's people can't leave their house at all. And, like, they can't even go outside. I'm not that bad. But I am constantly under paranoia. I'm constantly paranoid around people, especially if I don't know them well, or even just random strangers. Like, if I'm just walking down the street, everyone to me is up to something. Everyone I have to keep an eye on until they're out of my view or distance away. It's a very paranoid filled situation I deal with on a daily basis. And you might wonder how does that happen? It's a very bizarre thing. I know it's not uncommon. Like, I know a lot of people have it. It's hard to explain how it comes to be, but it's hard for me, let's say, to go to wrestling shows by myself because of how the crowd is. It's hard for me to go to concerts, any sort of public outings are so hard for me to do because I don't know what I'm getting into and I don't trust people. So it becomes an intense fear every single day. Every day. Every day is a fear. Something as simple as going to the grocery store is difficult for me. And it's easy to say, oh, here's how to deal with it. But I know enough, as a guy dealing with it, that not everybody's suggestion works. It is a battle you have to fight and figure out on your own. You have to figure out your techniques, your coping skills, whatever you want to use, the term you want to use. Your abilities to deal with this stuff. And that's what I have been learning to do. I do have great supports. Always did. This is a thing you don't have to deal with alone. I mean, it's easy for me to say that with the scenario I'm in, where people do care about me, but I know not everyone is comfortable mental health wise talking about this stuff. Especially say I'm afraid of people will be seen as maybe stupid or negative or something like that. It's just the way the world is still. We are better with it, but we're not completely open with it. Um and it's a tough thing to deal with, to have to go here, there, and everywhere and not think everyone's out to get you. It's a very bizarre thing that if you haven't experienced it, it might seem odd to you. If you're not in the mental health thing and you hear someone say this, they might sound ridiculous to you, but until you've been there and you've been in this mindset of us are in, it's crazy. It's genuinely hard to like deal with. Now I am glad I'm not to this part like specter where um we're at like unable to leave the house, unable to go outside, unable to do anything. Like I can go outside and that. But I don't have that type of um challenge. But I can't imagine how hard it is for someone who does. So I will yeah, I'll never critique anyone who has this problem because again, as I didn't know what I had like till 2 years ago. I just thought I was a weird guy who was paranoid all the time for some reason. I'm gonna be honest, watching a bunch of true crime documentaries probably doesn't help the matter. But it is a medical thing still. It's a mental health thing that you gotta work through via therapy and medication and other strategies. I'm not done therapy. I'm not on meds. Like, I'm not on anything. So I'm dealing with this as my own. But, yeah, I just wanted to do this video and talk about it so that people who are watching me can understand what I deal with on a daily basis. Can understand how sometimes even this can sometimes be difficult. And it sounds ridiculous because I'm not doing anything. I'm just talking to a camera. I don't even look at the camera. I'm talking to a computer monitor. I'm talking to a screen. I'm not even looking up to talk to y'all. Like, but it's a battle. It's always gonna be. But that's why I keep pushing through. So when I end up taking breaks, understand, I'm not saying it's connected to it, but it's part of the reason. There's always other reasons. Life has become very unpredictable these days. Yeah, if you're watching this and you're dealing with agoraphobia and you want to tell your story in the comments, feel free to. Um, there's more on my life I would like to talk about in videos, but right now we're just gonna stick with this one. We'll do another one sometime down the line when I feel comfortable doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. Let me know your stories. And goodbye.